All right. Welcome to this Money Monday edition of Liquid Lunch on Biz TV. I'm John Tobacco, coming at you live as we do every single day, noon to 2 Eastern from the Corona Bunker Studios. Yep, we're still right here in my house. It's a beautiful day outside today here in Staten Island, New York. Nice and sunny and hot. And the markets are pretty hot themselves today. The Dow, as we come into this hour, up 300 and breaking into that 27.7 range. Over 28,000 with all the stuff. The big news this weekend, Trump signs 4 executive orders, 2 of them real big news for the markets. Extends the emergency extension of the unemployment pay comes down from 600 to 400, but still good news, and that gives enough incentive for people. All right, do I want to be lazy and stay home and take the 400, or do I want to go back to my job and maybe there's more money there? Also, the big news, as I had talked about for the last couple of months, the one thing the president could do with the stroke of a pen, and I've said it over and over and over again on this show with Stephen Moore on other channels, we'll talk about it a little later, president enacts a payroll tax holiday, which I personally have been the only one on television talking about for months now. He finally took my plan. He must have been listening to me the other day when I was on Newsmax, but we'll talk about that a little more in segment 3. Lots going on around the world. There's some stuff going on in the Middle East with Beirut. We're going to talk about a little later on that apparently it turns out that there is bubbling evidence now that this explosion was no accident, and it was instigated by Hezbollah. We'll talk about that a little later on also. And, some disturbing news for all our friends watching around the world. And I want to point out that we have been having a significant uptick in viewers from outside of the U.S. who are catching on to the whole Liquid Lunch train. And our numbers are going up in the U.K., they're going up in India, they're going up in Canada, they're going up all over the place. And a little later on, I'm going to talk about this too, but over in India, apparently not reported here in the United States, it seems that there is a border war going on right now between India and China. And there are some allegations that they're mixing it up every day. There's apparently some Chinese military men who spoke about this, were arrested. We're going to get into that a little later on, but it is interesting to hear, while China's being really provocative with the U.S. and others in the South China Sea, they're developing new islands out there all on their own. They're building islands in the South China Sea, trying to claim ocean territory. At the same time, they're having border skirmishes over with India. So India, China are not exactly on the same page. China, U.S. not on the same page. We'll get into that and more a little later on. Now, on Fridays I try to, add a little levity to the show, and there's so much craziness going on. But I love when our viewers send me things, show me different things. And, I'm going to talk a little later about some crazy stuff Bill Gates said on CNN about child pornography and conspiracy theories, and why we're listening to a guy who was a tech entrepreneur on coronavirus and child pornography is beyond me. But, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, she jumps right on the bandwagon, and she says she wants to take her advice from Bill Gates. She came out with this tweet the other day for her plan to fight the virus. The antivirus protection that AOC came up with is pretty bizarre, but I guess, they'll try anything, and I guess that's why she's listening to Bill Gates. But just kidding. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with Fernando Uribe right after this.